Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Urvashi and today in this video I'm going to be talking about the lunar eclipse that we're going to be experiencing on the 10th of January at about 10:30 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time. So from 10:30 p.m. on the 10th of January to the early morning of the 11th of January, we're going to be experiencing a lunar eclipse, and mostly all the countries are going to be able to witness this eclipse except certain parts of North America and South America. So but we've just had a solar eclipse, and this eclipse coming just after 15 days after that solar eclipse does show there is some disturbance in the air. This particular one is a lunar eclipse, and lunar means the moon is going to be eclipsed. Moon is in astrology our emotions and our minds. So that this does show certain emotional disturbances could be there, a certain heaviness of feelings, heaviness in thoughts, expectations that are not met, leaving us feeling a little low in confidence, because a lot of planets other than Sun and Rahu, Ketu and Moon, there are other planets also that are involved. In fact, it is only Mars and Venus that are going to be not directly involved in this eclipse. Mars is in the sign of Scorpio, Venus is in Capricorn. Rahu and Moon are going to be in Gemini, and the other planets are all in Sagittarius. So Ketu is going to be conjunct Saturn, Sun, Jupiter and Mercury. So about 7 planets are a part of this eclipse. Does show a lot of energy, does show you can think about the significations of all these planets and all of them being involved in the eclipse. So this does cover a major portion of our lives, and since it's happening in the sign of Gemini, which is closely connected to emotions, to business, to relationships, to also the nakshatra of punarvasu. Punarvasu means going back and getting renewed, going back, punarvasu, going back again, getting renewed, being good again. So I'm going to give a link of the nakshatra punarvasu so you understand this nakshatra in a more deeper way. I'm going to give the link in the description below. I just made that video a couple of weeks ago. So it does show renewal of something, going back towards something, some past issues coming up, and these issues could be emotional issues, things that are connected to your emotions from the past, people that are connected with your emotions, to your emotions from the past, or issues from the past could come up, or emotional issues as such could come up. Emotional ups and downs could be experienced. In fact, you could already be experiencing that, because ever since the solar eclipse there has been having 2 eclipses back to back within 15 days does show a disturbance, and many of us would be feeling that, especially Gemini, Sagittarius, Cancer, Leo, of course. And if you have important planets in Sagittarius and Gemini, this eclipse is happening around the 25 degrees of Gemini. So any important planets, if you have your moon, your ascendant lord, even your ascendant, the sun, if you have important planets, or your dasha lord, anywhere near these degrees, you will feel the impact more, and the impact this time would be more emotional. It could also be a feeling of unhappiness, unease, depending on the house also where this eclipse is taking place, depending on the planets in your natal chart that are anywhere between 22, 23 degree to about 28 degrees of Gemini, between 3 to 6 degrees either sides of the eclipse. So any planets there, any dasha of those planets there, any major sensitive points you have, you will feel the eclipse more. And I've already made a lot of videos on eclipses. Eclipses do bring about a change. The changes right now happening in the signs of Gemini and Sagittarius, because Rahu and Ketu are opposited there. But this eclipse, the lunar eclipses, are more connected to our emotions, and sometimes there would be emotional losses. Sometimes it would just be a kind of a disturbed feeling that you feel a little bit, especially like I said, if you have important points, or if you're a Leo ascendant or a moon, if you're a Leo or a Cancer ascendant, or a Leo or a Cancer moon, or like I said, if you have important planets there, then you will feel it more. So now I'm going to be talking about all the ascendants and the moon sign. So you see this, please, both from the ascendant and the moon sign. The disturbance can be felt from either side. If you're an Aries ascendant, this is happening in your 3rd house. The eclipse is in the 3rd house. The rest of the planets are in the 9th house. So the 9th house has a lot of planets, and any house having so many planets together does bring about a disturbed energy. So this could be a disturbed relationship with your neighbors, with your siblings. This could be disturbed communication. Mercury is also involved. Mercury is the lord of Gemini, and it is in the other house. It is in the sign of Sagittarius, right opposite this eclipse. Disturbed communication, disturbed relationships with your father, with your siblings, with your friends, with your neighbors. Some issues regarding certain efforts you are making and your expectations regarding the results of those efforts. So the energy is disturbed. You may feel a little disturbed. Just don't take any drastic action. Just continue doing whatever you're doing. Once the eclipse passes, things will start settling down. So now I'm going to be talking about Taurus. Taurus, this is happening in the 2nd house. Gemini falls in the 2nd house. That is where the eclipse takes place. And the rest of the planets are in the 8th house. So the disturbances here is all in the 2nd and the 8th house. So this is regarding wealth, family, it could be your relationship with your spouse, because the 8th house shows the growth of your relationship with your spouse, your in-laws, your family, your parents, your in-laws' family, or wealth related issues, business related issues also could be there. So don't get too ambitious at this point of time. This could be again, like I said, expectations not being fulfilled regarding wealth, regarding family, regarding what you expect from your spouse, regarding your relationship with your parents or your family or your spouse's family. So don't just do anything drastic. Sudden ups and downs can be expected for Taurus, especially with you having so many planets in the 8th house. The 8th house energy is very, very unexpected energy. So Taurus also needs to go very slow during this time. And this does show emotional disturbance for Taurus. Having so many planets in the 8th house does disturb our peace of mind. I'm going to be talking about Gemini. This is in the ascendant. Gemini people, extra careful. In the ascendant, having an eclipse and so many planets in the 7th house. Well, Gemini people, firstly, your health. Mercury is also involved in this eclipse, and then Mercury is going to be transiting in the 8th house. You got to go slow. You got to drive slow. You should not be taking any major decisions regarding this time, especially where relationships, business partnerships are concerned, and any kind of investments are concerned. Do not take any decisions. And there could be a feeling of general, like a loss, a feeling of an emotional loss somewhere. But it will all pass again, depending on the individual charts. Cancer, this is happening in your 12th house, and Cancer moon is your ascendant lord, and you have this axis, your 6th, 8th axis, very, very activated. So this could be for Cancer people, again, your health, fighting a health issue, a feeling of loss, some long distance travel, a journey that you're planning to go away. That would also give you kind of a emotional loss. Lots of effort, but less of results. Again, a loss of energy, loss of effort, loss of finances, overspending, that kind of a thing. I'm going to be talking about Leo. So Leo, this eclipse is happening in your 11th house, and all these planets are lined up in your 5th house. So this could be about gains, friends, network circles, elder sibling, something you're expecting from your network circle, somebody coming back from the past, reviving old memories, because the 5th house is also relationships. So some old relationship getting revived, somebody from the past coming up, somebody from your network circle, bringing kind of an emotional turmoil, or planning some kind of a venture, and where creativity could also be involved, where a lot of skills could be involved, and but again, this does show, because the 5th house is also your happiness, a disturbance in the happiness, a disturbance in where your children are concerned, where your home and your family is concerned. So personally, I would suggest do not venture out into anything new right now. And even if you do come across somebody from the past, because of the nakshatra of punarvasu, I'm saying this, if certain issues from the past are trying to get resolved, try and avoid these, few days till 2 days before the eclipse, 2 days after the eclipse, till the energy is more settled, and then the emotions will get settled easily. Otherwise, there could be a lot of disturbance that is felt around that time. I'm going to be talking about Virgo. Virgo, this is the 10th house that you're going to have the eclipse in, and the rest of the planets are in the 4th house. So this is definitely your profession. Some disturbance in the professional front, unexpected changes, unexpected events related to your boss, related to authority figures, related to what you were expecting, certain status positions that you were expecting may not be gotten, and sometimes we tend to feel disturbed because of that. But no major changes should be done at least a few days before, a few days after. Like I said, let the status quo be. And once the disturbed energy is gone, and once Saturn moves also out of the 4th house, because having so many planets in the 4th house aspecting the 10th house is definitely giving you a lot of disturbance in the home, the heart, the professional front. And now with having this eclipse, you guys just need to go very slow for the next few days. Then I'm going to be talking about Libra. The eclipse is happening in the 9th house. The other planets are in the 3rd house. Little better for Libra having all those planets in the 3rd house, but an eclipse in the 9th house does show disturbance. This could be a relationship with your father, an emotional disturbance in your relationship with your father, a guru, a teacher, a mentor, some advice that just goes wrong. Your own philosophy may be questioned. You may you may be questioning your own ideology and your own philosophy. Travel is not recommended at this time. Lots of disturbance in this axis is there. So if you do go for some kind of long distance travel, you might feel certain discomfort on the way. So now I'm going to be talking about Scorpio. Scorpio, this is happening in the 8th house. The 2nd house has this bunch of planets there, and eclipse is happening in the 8th house. So there is disturbance in your own deep down hidden feelings. There could be certain things from the past that unexpectedly come up, certain things that cause certain disturbance for you, unexpected, hidden things, hidden issues, chronic diseases that may make you feel disturbed, your own psychology, especially for Scorpio. If your moon is afflicted in your chart, then we can expect this more. And if you are going through a dasha of the moon, especially the moon, or any other planets there in the 8th house, in the 2nd house, this could also be regarding wealth. This could also be regarding investments. So you too need to go slow. Let this time pass. Energy is a little disturbed. Once this passes, things will settle down. Now I'm going to be talking about Sagittarius. Sagittarius, this is happening in the 7th house. And all those planets are in the ascendant. Definitely disturbing for Sagittarius as well. And especially where your relationships, your spouse, your business partners, business, your public image, don't do anything drastic right now. You could be feeling a little hopeless about what you expected and what you finally got as net result of some effort, of some business. But let this time pass. The energy is a little unsettled, and let Saturn move out. Let Sun and Mercury also move out of the ascendant, so that there is less of disturbance in the ascendant, and then you can think better and make wiser decisions after the 15th of December. So till the 15th, Sagittarius, please go very slow. Talking about Capricorn. So the eclipse is in the 6th house, and the collection of planets is in the 12th house. So again, for Capricorn, the two things that come to mind are your health, because the ascendant lord is also part of this eclipse, and it's in the 12th house. Lots of effort, maybe not that much of a result. You're expecting better. Disturbed relationships in the workplace, health issues. So effort, health, disturbed relationships in the workplace especially could come up. So for Capricorn, I would suggest, actually things are going to definitely get better once Saturn moves out. But till then, go slow. And I think also you need to start some kind of a exercise routine. Now Saturn is going to be in the ascendant, you're going to feel much better, but some kind of exercise routine is definitely going to make you feel stronger and better, more confident as well. I'm going to be talking about Aquarius, this eclipse is happening in the 5th house, and all those planets are in the 11th house. So Aquarius, your happiness, your relationship with your children, love relationships, that is where the changes are expected. Again, unexpected people from the past may come up, unexpected relationships will come up, things that you left unsorted may have to get sorted now. Relationship with your children, if it is not sorted out, then maybe it needs to get sorted now. Relationship with past people you knew in the past, if you left them midway, maybe you need to get them sorted out now, that kind of a thing. I'm going to be talking about Pisces. Pisces, the eclipse is going to take place in the 4th house, and you have these planets in the 10th house. So disturbance at home, disturbance in your peace of mind, property related issues. This could be some property related issues which cause you emotional disturbance. Could be division of property, could be moving away from home, and which may also make you feel very disturbed. This could be related to your mother and your relationship with her. Maybe you need to connect more with your mother right now, take care of her. So those kind of issues. But again, the 10th house is also involved because you have so many planets there aspecting your 4th house. So this also could be related to work, trying to find a balance between work and home, and that is where the disturbed emotions are coming from. So the best remedy for eclipses is whichever mantra you're most happy doing, whichever jap you're most happy doing, you do it throughout the eclipse. This is the best remedy, and you get the best results of whatever meditation, whatever mantra jap you do, you get the best results during an eclipse. And other than that, you can also recite the Mahamrityunjaya mantra, or you can worship Lord Shiva for really good results. But whichever mantra you decide to recite is perfect, really. So that is all for now. We'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.